Why do the Rollin 60s Crips keep targeting Philadelphia rappers in Los Angeles? Meek Mill, Gillie the Kid, and PnB Rock were all victims of violent robberies connected to the notorious LA gang. Big U's co-defendant, LUCE has placed the Rollin 60s at the scene of all three incidents. Is this just a coincidence? Or is there a deeper reason behind the Rollin 60s versus Philadelphia rap scene? In this deep dive, we're going to uncover the connections, the motives, and what this means for out-of-town rappers stepping into LA gang territory.
Talking about what I did to Meek Mills. Wait, you did something to Meek Mill?
Oh, Lord.
No, I really don't. I promise I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know. No, Meek Mill been beefing with me today like I'm Diddy or something. I don't know.
No, but see, the thing is...
What you do to Meek Mill?
No.
Oh, no. I did hear in the interview.
Yeah.
It said y'all was trying to kidnap him. No, that's cap though. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is why, Meek, if you here, you better squash your beef with me, man, because I really am sticking up for you. You did not have no... Meek is he from Philly. He would tell you, Philly niggas get kidnapped.
Well, no, he was in L.A. when it happened.
Yeah, but it don't matter. He's still... Where you from?
What? What is that going to do? It's just like...
He from the trenches.
Or what? Not in
Philadelphia.
LA? Yeah, that shit don't work.
The city of Philadelphia holds a special place in my heart. Although I'm not from there, I have no long time personal experience there. I don't have a lot of family from there, but I'm Muslim. And as you know, Philadelphia has a very large Muslim population. So I've always had an affinity to Philadelphia, well, at least since I've been Muslim. And another thing that attracts me to Philadelphia is not only is there a large Muslim population, but there is a large Muslim population of black brothers and sisters who come from a similar background and struggle as myself. So I always felt as though I would fit in Philadelphia more than anywhere else. People would understand, someone with, like I said, my background, my demeanor, but it's still at Fajr in that front row in the morning. I think they would understand that more so in Philadelphia than a lot of places. So I got love for Philly. I sound like to say I got love for Philly. So I'm not putting Philly down or, trying to make them look like they're soft or victims or nothing like that. Because along with them being my Muslim brothers, I know for a fact that on the East Coast, when it comes to that hand-to-hand combat, them Philly brothers get down in them gyms, they box. They about their pugilism. My daddy was a fighter, so I respect it, brother. I respect the city of Philadelphia. So I'm just trying to understand and put two and two together. Why there's not more outrage or outcry from the city of Philadelphia when it comes to artists from California or Los Angeles coming to the city of Philadelphia. Now, in no way am I suggesting Philly should put a no-fly zone on LA. I'm just curious as to why I haven't heard about it.
We're going to lay you down. We're going to get you. Why you think at All-Star Weekend, everybody get robbed? Why you think all the rappers that go to LA always get killed? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because, nigga, it be backdoor moments.
So if Meek had that 50 piece or Ross was like, yo, you know what I mean? I can't afford it right now. He in the trunk.
Yeah, of course.
Damn.
Like, we grabbed the nigga and took him outside and we waited.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
nah, this is great. Yo, can anybody corroborate this?
Man, you better ask Gillie. Shit, Gillie.
No?
Gillie got stripped down by the homies because of
You're
Big
lying. Wait, Gillie?
Yeah, the homie Rose and them stripped.
We're talking about Gillie the Kid. We're talking about the guy with the podcast. We're talking about $1 million worth of game.
After hearing about the Gillie story, I still was just charging it to, LA politics, LA gang politics, rappers come through town, they shaking rappers down. I was still charging it just to that. That's all I was thinking it was. And then when I saw this Loose Cannon video where he said that him and Big U were actually in the Roscoe's when PnB Rock got hit.
The Roscoe's. Yeah, so
I felt it was like super, super messed up because at the end of the day, it was me and Big Useless in there when it happened.
What do you say to a person who won't give up their jury when something like that's happening?
No, give it up and then check in with the real people.
Yo, after I saw that video, my spidey senses started tingling. I said, this is bigger than that. This is something else. There's something going on here, man. City of Philadelphia has, and Islam has ties to gangsterism for a long time. When I was away during the course of my 11 years, Black Brothers Inc., the book on the Philadelphia Black Mafia, I might have read no less than 4 or 5 times. I read that book cover to cover. I could tell you about Sam Christian, about Ron Harvey, about Nudie Mims. I mean, I could probably do a 25, 30-minute nice little video with no notes, no background, no checking the reference and nothing, just off of memory. That's how many times I read that book. You know, the Nudie Mims with the furniture store situation, the situation with the Hanafi family in D.C., even the Bop Daddy in the bar. Like, I remember it, like, clearly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fell in love with that book. So, like I said, man, I developed an affinity for the city of Philadelphia. It's on my bucket list. Like, you know, brothers in my masjid frequent the Germantown masjid, and, like, you know, we've been making plans of me getting up there with them for quite some time. Okay. But I haven't heard of, and not saying that retaliation is the best thing, but some semblance of defense or acknowledging that that this won't be tolerated, or you know, that we don't approve of this on this side when rappers from Los Angeles come through Philadelphia. I don't hear of those sentiments being returned. And this is what I'm looking at, right? Why I say it's more than just an LA and rappers thing. I think it's something personal. And I'm going to point out a few connections in a little while. Why I think it's something personal is because there are a lot of gangs in LA. There are a lot of big gangs in LA. The Rollin 60s are a force. They are a powerful force to be reckoned with. But don't think they're the only one, bro. Don't think them Hoovers ain't deep as hell. Them Hoovers might be deeper than the 60s. Them Hoovers deep, bro. And they with the actions. I mean, on the B team, man, I used to be out in Black Peastone Hood, in the jungles. I used to be there. They deep, yo. They get California, LA, gangs, hoods. They have no problem with producing 1,000 men. They can make 1,000 men pull up, bro. They could do that, you know? So it's like, for just the Rollin 60s to have hit 3 prominent figures from Philadelphia, no, I don't think that's just a coincidence. I don't think that's just a coincidence. I think there's some corruption there. Something sounds corrupt about that. I feel like I've been in the streets long enough to smell an inside job. Yeah. I smell an inside job, y'all. When I said I smell corruption and something is corrupt, that is the connection. Corrupt is from Philadelphia. Death Row Corrupt from the Dog Pound. He's a Philly dude who went out to LA very young and got put on the hood. And I myself personally understand that being from two places things. You know, everybody knows who follows me. I'm proudly from the Bronx, and I'm also proudly from South Carolina. I love my South Carolina roots. I'm proud of my South Carolina roots, you know. So I understand the being from two different places thing, but Corrupt is a Philly nigga who's a Rollin 60. That's one connection. Then there's also the connection of, like I said, Big U is a Muslim and a gangster. Philadelphia is full of Muslims and gangsters. I'm saying this to say that somewhere, somehow, I think these Philly rappers going out there, there had to have been some type of breach in their security or something, man. It's one thing to just, with the Gillie situation, I heard it was a checking in with Big U. He checked in and got double-crossed or backstabbed. Then with the Meek thing, the way LUCE said, you know, he just pressed him and said Meek was just real tender about it. But even the confidence to do that, right? The way LUCE described how he walked up to him, that sounds like an inside job because it sounds like he had intel. And what I mean by that is all it takes is for somebody on the other side to know that your security, they might be big muscle-bound dudes with veins popping out their neck, but one of them might be pussy. The other one, he might just been a football player his whole life. He don't bust his pipe. That's all it takes for somebody from there to put it in somebody else's ear. Now we know who you are and what we're working with. We might approach this situation totally different now. We got intel. It's something we're knowing about these people that are giving us the confidence to do this so freely and frequently from this particular city. I can't name 3 dudes from the Bronx that the 60s got. Or from like, not just the Bronx, or just from New York. I can't name 3 dudes just got by the 60s. I ain't saying 3 dudes ain't got in LA. I'm talking about just the 60s. I can't name 3 dudes from St. Louis. I can't name 3 dudes from Atlanta. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but being publicized, as far as we know, ain't 3 to name until it's spoken about. So that 3 is a lot. That's a big figure. 4 counting Gillie's son. We should call it 4. It was 2 of them, they say. So where are they getting their intel from? Like, is there a connection with the security in any of these 3 guys? Any mutual acquaintances that they all rely upon when going out there? Because it just seems to be some type of connection. That doesn't seem like a mere coincidence. And I'm not saying it's like a situation where like it could have been Corrupt setting dudes up out there and him giving up the intel. It could have been the other way around. What if Corrupt did something to piss the 60s off and they're targeting Philadelphia rappers? But they're clearly targeting Philadelphia rappers. The 60s are targeting Philly. Why? Philly ain't pussy. Why they targeting Philly? And why are we not hearing about Philly not allowing it? I want to know why. I want some answers, man. I've never known Philly to be soft. But the Rollin 60s appear to be chumping the hell out of Philadelphia. Because I ain't heard about no get back. And I'm pretty sure Snoop done been to Philadelphia. When Kendrick come to Philadelphia, I'm pretty sure the whole crowd gonna say they not like us. Mustard! Like, I don't know, man. I know these Cali rappers come to Philly. I ain't never heard nothing about the Game getting snatched out of his Lamborghini and having to walk back to the hotel or nothing like that. Like I said, I'm not, I'm not saying that my brothers and sisters out there should be looking for trouble. But I do feel as though if this one particular gang in this one particular neighborhood has made it unsafe for brothers from that city to move around when they come there, that there should be some type of reciprocity. That's just me. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that's the sunnah. I'm not saying none of that, man. It just seems like a fair is fair thing to me. Fair is fair. We can't move around out there without getting hit. Why y'all get to move around here? It just strikes me as odd that more people don't say that. They talk about, all they say is out-of-town rappers. Out-of-town rappers getting hit by the 60s. Gillie the Kid and his son got hit by the 60s. Yeah, Meek Mill got hit by the 60s. Yeah, PnB Rock got hit by the... All them niggas from Philly. Why the 60s so comfortable hitting Philly? What the 60s got on Philly? It's like this, man. On the East Coast, we don't be like East Side. We don't live that. We don't live no East Side. West Coast, they live that West Side. They ride with each other. From the Bay to LA. Arizona, Vegas, so they all ride with each other. They all screaming West Side. Now, I'm a New Yorker. I'm just curious, bro. It looked crazy. It looked crazy. When you really look at it like, that's one gang. 3 down. 1 town. Why? How? And why nothing done in return? What do the Rolling 60s have on Philadelphia? Sam Christian, Nudie Mims. Ain't they had Nudie Mims working personal security for Farrakhan? Nudie Mims would not have allowed that. Ron Harvey would not have allowed that. I don't think so. What's going on, Philadelphia?